Detroit Lions fans, what's going on, man? Let's have a talk while I'm sitting out here doing my thing, man. It's nice and cold here in Michigan. Yeah, it's been cold in Michigan. To my Wolverine fans, man, let's just pray. Listen, we have two franchises with failed coaching staffs. Anyway, let's get the preview out the way first, and then I'm going to address a few things. First and foremost, the preview to this game, I'm taking the Lions to lose. I think Deshaun Watson is going to absolutely destroy the Lions, even though, we haven't seen the injury report yet. I don't think guys are going to be back this game. Enough of our starters will be back this game. Obviously, Trey Flowers still going to be out for a while, as usual. And, like I said, the report came out yesterday, but nobody practiced yesterday. That was just like a protocol thing, I guess, or something like that. Yeah, I think the Texans are going to win Thursday, to be honest. I think Deshaun Watson, the Texans sometimes can turn into a team that is pretty good. And that's just what they're going to do against the Lions. It's the Lions. Y'all know people's attitude when they come in and face, the Lions. They automatically gain more confidence and they play better than they usually do. It's always some records broke or something like that against the Lions. That's just what happens in Detroit for some reason. Yeah, but I'm taking them to lose. Do I want them to lose? Absolutely. Lose the rest of the season. We are one spot away from a top 5 pick in the draft. You're not about to do anything this year, and I want this staff gone. After that last performance, my stomach is still hurting from watching that bullshit. Excuse my language. And I don't want no winning to happen for the rest of the year from these clowns. I want them out of here. That takes me to the first question that I seen. Who would I want to see for the Detroit Lions to come in here and do some things, man? I would say, give me Reddick. I'll take Reddick, man. And, like I said, just listening to him on TV, you can kind of tell what type of interviews that he would give. He knows what this team needs. He knows the problems, the ailments with this team. He does his research. He knows his stuff, man. And he knows the Lions. With his track record, what I'm saying, from scouting, personnel, things like that, Washington and the Eagles, I wouldn't mind that. I would definitely give that a grade A to bring him in here. There's other options out there, obviously. Need to do a little bit more digging around before I can do a detailed video on that, man. But, yeah, I wouldn't mind to see him. Another thing to my brother, Man Beast. He had hit me up on Twitter and responded to. I had posted on Twitter when Matthew was getting slaughtered. I had said, so it's Matthew Stafford's fault. And he commented, and I don't want you to think that I'm delusional when it comes to Matthew Stafford. I am far from delusional. I'm trying to point out a few things that's wrong with your franchise. Matthew Stafford is far from a perfect quarterback, but he's a good one. He's not great because he hasn't been given the proper opportunity, I feel, to be great. But to see him constantly, year after year after year, I've been a Lions fan for a long time, since this man been in here. To see him year after year after year have the same thing happen over and over and over and over, it makes me sick. To see him get slapped around, hit, and beat to death, it makes me sick. Now, sometimes he holds the ball too long. He does. That's because of he's trying to let plays develop. So, yes, throwing away the ball is probably a better option for Matthew Stafford, but he is trying to make something happen for this horrible franchise that we call the Detroit Lions. So, sometimes it's on him, but majority of times it's on them damn linemen. I watch linemen run right past our offensive lineman and tear his head off. I don't know who the hell we think Matthew Stafford is, some type of Superman, but even the greatest quarterbacks in this league When they get put on their behinds enough, oh, they get flustered. You start to see shadows. If anybody who played football out there, you know what I'm talking about. You start to see shadows. Those hauntings start to happen. You're taking off running when you don't need to because you think somebody's coming, because your line is so horrible. And then on top of that, the extension of the staff, the offensive line coaching is horrible. You went out and you drafted guys in the first round, and they're pretty good players. We've seen players leave here consistently and go somewhere else where they actually have an offensive line system that works. Ours just never seems to work here. We cannot bring the right guy in to save our life. These players we have some talented guys. Your system sucks. These are the things that I point out to y'all, because y'all seem to point y'all bony fingers of blame to players all the time. Look at your staff. Look at your staff. Look at them. You think Vaitai was having these problems with the Eagles? No. It's here. And as soon as we let somebody go, guess what happened? All of a sudden, they're good. And people ignored the hell out of it. We talk all the trash till we blew in the face, call them names, make up silly names, all type of stuff. And then when they leave here, we put our fucking foot in our mouth. I'm trying to avoid people from doing that. Now, my stance on if Matthew Stafford should be here, absolutely. You know why? Because I want the Lions to draft a quarterback while he's here. I don't want to get rid of him and then go searching like bad teams do. Good teams do. They go and get the replacement while the current is still there. What did the Packers just do? Hell, how did Aaron Rodgers get around? How did Tom Brady get around? Drew Brees, all these players like that. They were successors. That's what you do. Good franchises go out and get a quarterback while they have a quarterback. Have you seen the struggles with the Bears trying to find a quarterback for years and years? The Cleveland Browns, all of them. You don't want to be that franchise, especially here in Detroit. So I don't want to just keep him around because I'm a fan of him. I want your franchise to do the right thing. I'm seeing the Detroit Lions on a deeper level than a lot of you do. I don't think with how I feel at the moment and just let shit fly out of my mouth. There's a deeper problem with your franchise. Your franchise has a problem with bringing in the right heads. And when we have some decent heads in here, we let them go. Like I say all the time, when Matt Patricia came in here on this white horse and I was objective to it, come on. People was trying to kill me. This guy he's coming from the Belichick coaching tree. You know how that goes. You had a guy in here with a team that had no type of reserves on it. You just had your face players, and the face players, when they get hurt, and you just stuck. You know what I'm saying? You got guys messing around in countries where they wasn't supposed to, and with weird sicknesses and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Megatron getting broke the hell up. You know, Tate in and out. You drafting guys on the defensive side of the ball that just could not stay healthy. You know, like I said, that roster never got filled out for that man, and he still took your rackety ass Lions to the playoffs. You don't get rid of that, man. You build for him. That's what you do. Yes, he's not perfect. Yes, he may have not managed a few games right. Listen, man, if he had enough talent, those games wouldn't have been close. He had some talent. We talking about a guy that had Nevin Lawson on his damn defense. Simple as that, man. He never had that GM to get him what he needs. So for Bob Quinn to make that bogus ass hiring and firing and give y'all that false hope fucking reason, take that dog shit and smother it in your face, because you freaking deserve it. You deserve every ounce of it. Smell it. Inhale it. You deserve it. So like I said, man, that's where I stand on these situations. Don't ever get it twisted and think that I'm defending Matthew Stafford. I'm trying to point out a deeper level of problem here. Your running backs, your young running back probably is going to continue to have issues because of the non-block that's in front of them. They can't open a hole to say they like. I know y'all seen them yard averages from Kerryon and Adrian last game. Adrian on a team with a good offensive line still has a lot left. On the Lions, he does not. You seen the same thing with LeGarrette Blount, didn't you? He had his success with the Patriots. Guess why? Because they know what to do up front. Your team doesn't. So things doesn't work here like it works in other places. That's what I'm pointing out to y'all. That's it. That is all. I'm not defending anything about this trash-ass franchise. Simple as that. There's my stance. There's your preview for the upcoming week. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week. Enjoy Murder Day. Have a great time.